Alex, Golden Gay Time was targeted by the cancel culture mob. Crazy stuff, because I remember back in the 80s when Golden Gay Time, poor old Golden Gay Time, was trying to be cancelled from the other side, from the kind of right-wing, conservative Christians or whatever. Oh, gay time, we shouldn't be telling our kids to eat Golden Gay Times. And the marketing director at the time decided, no, this is great, this is gay pride, we're going to do this. So there you go. Now it's the other way around. But you had a good response, Alex. Tell us what you did.
Well, look, in my own defence, just to start off with here, Rowan, this was at the end of a week of Senate estimates, 15-hour days in rooms with bureaucrats telling me non-answers to questions. So I probably wasn't at my best. My judgment was probably a bit off, but Matt Canavan and I posted a bit of a response to that by simply just having a couple of golden gay times. Nothing to see here, just two senators on a bench having a gay time. And we got, that sort of kicked off in a fairly strong way, got a bit of a response, and so once again, with a bit of sleep deprivation and a little bit of false bravado, I decided I'd double down on that, and the next day post a photo of me eating a Magnum before it got cancelled for glorifying gun violence, which of course was a satire.
Ooh,
pretty hard to tell, but that got jumped on by a couple of these outlets that thought I was serious. I mean, having said that, I am the bloke that thought they were going to be winching in sausage dogs to Sapole, so I'm probably not one to talk. I think the whole thing was ill-conceived. I promise never to do again. Promise.
Sam, tell me how, this cancel culture, I mean, is it just pure silliness, or is there an agenda behind it? Why are we being daily assaulted with this sort of rubbish?
Oh, look, I think it's mixed in with outrage culture. Everyone gets outraged, and then that sort of bubbles over and people don't want to offend them, so then they start adopting it. I think we need to remember what the intent of people's actions are. If the intent is to make someone feel bad or small or belittle them, okay, that's a problem. In the case of the gay times or, coon cheese or any of the other things, I think, well, let's look at what the intent of these things are. And if the intent is harmless or benign, then let's just, live and let live.
I couldn't agree with you more. Now, listen, let's just go...
Rowan,
yes, Gary, you go.
I have been saying this for a decade on Paul Murray's program, that the biggest growth industry in Australia are those who want to be offended on behalf of others. This is just the latest chapter in a sorry saga of the weak and the woke who lead this country across multiple political parties who aren't standing up for common sense. We've just got to muscle down on this sort of stuff. We've got to deal with this,
Gary. Not
in a robustly blokey way, but in a way that brings people together. All this splitting people off and hiving them into 52 genders or whatever it is that Alexandra was saying before, it's just divisive, and it's about destroying our country. This is serious, and as big a joke as it is a serious problem, and we've got to rise up against it.
Alexandra.
You know what they say, Gary, when you know nothing, you're outraged by absolutely everything, and that's what we're seeing in work culture today.
Absolutely.
Alex?
Spot on, 100%.
Alex?
Spot on.
Can you keep laughing at them? Can you use the Senate to laugh at them? I mean, I agree. I think laughing and mocking it is a very strong way of tackling it, a serious way of tackling it. I want to see more from you, Alex. We want to see more. You could be the stand-up guy there in the Senate.
Well, you're right, Rowan, except the very measured responses we've had from the panel tonight make me feel a little bit ashamed of my childish response. And so, it's such a measured
worry,
panel.
I trended on Twitter for you guys. I already had my outrage response beforehand, so I'm done.
Okay, well, enough frivolity for the moment. I can't have everybody enjoying themselves.